Hello and welcome to the Rebelle Review Show. I'm your host Alexander Rebelle and I welcome you from the couch that I happen to be sitting at. Today I'm going to teach you how to play in the NFL. This is a systematic and in-depth tutorial that will teach you everything you need to know in order to play professional football. And it starts right now. Step 1. Get a football. This should go without saying, but there are a lot of people out there that still need to be told they need a football in order to play the game. Most of these people are in positions of power in the NFL, so unless you're an NFL executive, you can probably ignore this step entirely. But if you are an NFL executive, you can go about procuring a football by going to your local sporting goods store, or by stealing one. Knowing the NFL, if you steal a football from the league, they'll launch an investigation into it and spend 4 months doing it. And this tutorial will have long been completed by then, so either option is good, purchase or theft. And once you've gotten your hands on a football, you proceed to step number 2. Commit several crimes. Let's face it, if you want to make it in the NFL, you'll have to model yourself after the players that have already made it to the league. And in order to do that, you'll have to be charged with 1 or more criminal offenses. But don't worry, if the judge knows you play football, he or she won't even think of convicting you. But you'll need several things in order to commit crimes, and I just happen to have all those things right here. The first thing you'll need is an unusually large knife, like this one. This is a Chinese butterfly sword. You'll definitely need a knife like this one if you want to play in the NFL. And once you get your hands on an unusually large knife, you'll take it with you to nightclubs and casinos in Las Vegas. But in order to actually be arrested and charged with a criminal offense, you'll need more than just an unusually large knife. You'll also need an unregistered gun, like this one. This gun is not only unregistered, but also stolen. A gun like this one is perfect if you want to play in the NFL. You'll take your unregistered gun and you'll get into your car and drive 120 miles an hour on the highway. And of course, you'll inevitably be stopped by the police and found with both the knife and the gun in your possession. But you'll need one more thing in order to complete step 2. You'll also need possession of drugs, and more specifically marijuana, like this. This is a bag of marijuana taken straight from a Mexican drug cartel. The money I paid for this is helping to fund organized crime south of the border, which is always good. The best marijuana always does support Mexican organized crime. Now be careful though, there are certain states in which it's legal to be in possession of marijuana, so don't get caught with it in one of those states. You'll need to be charged with every small criminal offense you possibly can. And once you've spent the night in jail, you'll proceed to step number 3. Take performance-enhancing drugs. In order for you to make it in the NFL, you're going to need to even the playing field. Now, I'm sure you're asking, Alex, how do I get performance-enhancing drugs? And that's a very good question. But I just happen to know a doctor that can give you any type of drug you need. For a price, of course. His name is Dr. Victor, and I'd like to introduce you to him now.
Hello, comrade. Yes, Victor also medical doctor. But anyway, if you want drug for be better at sport, Victor give you everything you need. Victor had many decades of experience with drug. Back in 1979, Soviet Kremlin asked Victor conduct study that bring greatness to Mother Russia. Victor graciously accept, and Victor head to Siberia to begin study. Victor mission simple. Create army of ultimate Russian warrior with plan of launching invasion on United States and spreading communism to rest of world. During study, Victor began testing different drug on human subject in a Russian gulag. Victor tried many different drugs, but eventually Victor find one drug better than every other. This drug called steroid. Victor submit finding to Soviet Kremlin, and Soviet Kremlin asked Victor make big Russian batch of steroid to give athlete 1980 Olympic Games. Soviet Kremlin a big Russian plan to bring greatness to Soviet Union with dose of steroid for every athlete in Olympics. Unfortunately, Russian athlete never get steroid. Victor sent steroid to Kremlin, but it disappeared. Victor later learned that member of KGB named Vladimir Putin takes steroid for himself. But anyway, Victor as always hailed as hero of Soviet Union. Victor just wished steroid make it to a Russian hockey team in 1980. Maybe then history be different. But as I was saying, if you want steroid make you big and strong, call Victor. Victor send you big Russian box of steroid and big Russian bottle of vodka to go with it. And you use big Russian steroid to play American football in big Russian way. Everything big and Russian with Victor, so call Victor now for your drug.
Thank you, Victor. So in summary, for step 3, you'll need to take performance-enhancing drugs. And once you've done this, you'll proceed to step number 4. Steal candy from a baby, like this. This is candy that I've stolen from a baby myself. Now, I know what you're thinking. This step seems better for someone looking to be commissioner of the NFL. But hear me out. I'll explain to you exactly why you need to do this. You see, whether you believe it or not, in addition to taking performance-enhancing drugs, every team in the NFL also cheats by breaking the rules. So in order for you to become a part of an NFL team, you'll have to start breaking rules in real life. And besides, that baby doesn't deserve any candy in the first place. You deserve it more. And once you've stolen candy from at least one baby, you'll proceed to step number 5. Enter the league. You will sign a free agent contract with an NFL team, and you will finally be part of the NFL. Now, you might be asking, Alex, is it really that simple? And the answer is yes. It really is that simple. If you follow this tutorial, you'll end up on an NFL team with a lot of money in your pocket. I guarantee it. And besides, if all else fails, you can just end up playing starting quarterback on the New York Jets. I hear they'll sign anyone to be their starting quarterback. And that's all the time we have for today. I'm Alexander Rebelle, and thank you for watching the Rebelle Review Show.